Isn't it exciting when Nintendo boldly declares in their announcement trailer that Super Mario Party Jamboree will be the biggest Mario Party yet, and then goes on to provide official numbers that in fact make it look to be an accurate statement. Jamboree is set to have 110 minigames, making it the largest in the series, alongside the biggest character roster already, all while showing us a diverse range of modes and a minimum of 7 boards, with 2 even being remakes of some beloved classics. The hype levels are absolutely through the roof here, and at face value, this looks to cater for a pretty diverse range of Mario Party fans. I've talked widely on this channel about the character roster and the boards, as in my opinion, these are the core components of a Mario Party installment. If you get those wrong, you're gonna have a pretty average time. And in reality, these have been kind of hit or miss for me personally in the past. I've not spoken too widely on the minigames, and for good reason. They, for almost all eternity in Mario Party installments, have been exceptional. Even the Mario Party games I've enjoyed the least have, all for the most part, had solid choices of the minigames. And Mario Party Jamboree looks to be no exception. We currently know of 12 official minigames, and 3 that we're not quite sure about. They could be minigames, they could be separate modes, but only time will tell, as we discussed in their analysis video. You probably clicked on this video because of the leaked and returning minigames and bosses in the title, and I promise there's more official information out there than what the trailer actually reveals. In this video, I'll be covering all the leaked minigames we currently know about, and then explore 2 options for how returning minigames could be selected thanks to official key artwork from Nintendo potentially suggesting returning minigames. But that is all speculation, so be sure to take that part of the video with a massive grain of salt. Before we get started, just be aware that I am giving away a copy of Super Mario Party Jamboree when the game launches. Just be subscribed and you'll be in the running for it. Let's not waste any more time and start with the leaked information. Thanks to a discovery by Mario Party Legacy on Twitter, we've learned that the official summary for Jamboree's ESRB rating actually reveals details about minigames that we didn't know about, and even what could be a boss type battle. Here's what we know so far. There's a minigame avoiding a robot with giant boxing gloves / fists, another minigame using oversized hammers against each other, and lastly, something about connecting electric circuits to zap a boss type of character. That's interesting. The first 2 in particular really feel like classic minigames to me. Avoiding a giant robot with fists has a very strong Mario Party vibe to it, and could easily function as a 1v3 type of minigame with, 3 players dodging the robot while 1 player controls it. We've seen similar things in the past. Meanwhile, the oversized hammer battle minigame could potentially work as a free-for-all, or even maybe a coin collection type of minigame, which would make a lot of sense considering the Koopathlon is all about collecting coins. But I'll elaborate more on that specific minigame in a little bit, because the box art actually features both hammers and characters, giving us a hint of the potential artwork for this, and it's actually caused some speculation online for returning minigames, but we'll come back to that very shortly. As for the third concept, it aligns more with what we know to believe is a side mode that we saw showcased in the trailer. I'm specifically talking about when Mario and friends are battling a giant Bowser in a city setting. It's reasonable to assume that this could lead to a boss battle type of mode, especially considering that the footage we've seen so far and the presence of a Bowser statue on what appears to be a standalone city island really hints towards it. I have an entire video going into all the secrets and the possibilities, so you can go ahead and click here if you want to learn more about that. But the fact they didn't label this boss as Bowser is very exciting, and after watching Shy Guy Kart's boss video for Jamboree, I really hope they do this right. If it is a thing, please add some unique bosses like King Goomba or King Boo. But that's all the leaked information we currently have, so let's circle back to the box art as I promised. On the box art itself, there appears to be 2 minigames that are depicted. The first is a little less exciting, featuring Toad, Goomba, and Bowser using frying pans to make pancakes, with Bowser even burning his. Great job, champion. This is likely a motion controlled minigame, probably inspired by sizzling steaks from Super Mario Party. We even see a building in the hub world that isn't a cooking pot. It's lining up pretty well to be a rhythm minigame, and I'm all for it. The second minigame on the box art though has definitely sparked some online speculation. This of course being Daisy attacking Waluigi with a hammer. This closely resembles Bash and Cash or Grab Bag from previous Mario Party installments. I think this is the minigame that the ESRB rating has also described, which in reality doesn't tell us too much more than that we didn't already see from the image. Just Daisy attacking Waluigi with hammers, and they're holding bags. So you can see the correlation here. This one is particularly exciting because it does open up the possibility for returning minigames. It's not confirmed to be either Bash and Cash or Grab Bag, but given we have seen returning minigames in both Mario Party The Top 100 and Mario Party Superstars, it wouldn't be a huge surprise to see old minigames coming back. Plus, Jamboree is already bringing back 2 classic boards, making it a reasonable expectation we could see more returning features in this game. Those 2 classic boards in particular could have easily been scrapped for potential DLC for Superstars, and hey, maybe there were some other minigames that were planned to come back that just didn't make the cut or were just scrapped for DLC, etc., and now they're going to find their way into Jamboree. The possibilities are endless, and it's a bit more speculation there. One thing for a fact though is that there is over 110 minigames, making it the largest in the series. So it's entirely possible that we could see some fan favorites included here. I don't expect a large number to actually make a return, but a handful of returning minigames does seem plausible. I would like to share 2 counter arguments that I've come across online that do hint at which minigames might make a return, and these both relate to the Top 100 and Mario Party Superstars. If you didn't know, those 2 titles featured 100 minigames from across the series, but the actual title of the Top 100 does suggest that those were the top fan favorites, which I don't believe is accurate personally, but if NDCube do, they may be more likely to make a return again. What's extremely interesting though is that 48 minigames from the Top 100 didn't actually make it into Superstars, leading to the option 1 theory, being that some of these could be likely candidates for a potential return in Jamboree. In contrast, the minigames included in Superstars I think personally have no chance of returning as they just came back. Do I think that all 48 of the minigames that missed out in Superstars would make a return in Jamboree? Absolutely not. That number feels way too large for what we can expect, especially after we just got Superstars, and even some of the Top 100 minigames are just reskins that we already had in Superstars, like Hexagon Heat. That's just a lava variant of Mushroom Mix-Up. However, if we are to assume that the likely minigames are based on what missed out in Superstars, there is a nice list of 48 minigames that could be considered likely, and you're seeing them on your screen right now. That is a pretty solid list of classic minigames. There are notably small amounts of N64 Mario Party minigames here because they were the main focus of Superstars, taking up literally 55 out of the 100 slots, which I guess could line up with the theory that we are going to see Grab Bag or Cash and Bash, as there aren't too many N64 minigames to choose from that list. But again, just a theory, not confirmed, just fun speculation. Then there's the counteractive argument to that, being all the minigames that have never been remade would take priority, meaning if minigames were in the Top 100 or Superstars, they aren't likely to return in Jamboree. Which do I think is more likely personally? I believe it's more likely that any returning minigames will be more of a mix of the missing Top 100 minigames as a priority and adding in a few that have never been remade. While I'm not the biggest fan of Mario Party 8 and 9, the Switch's motion controls this time around could definitely open up the door for more of these kind of minigames this time around. Additionally, the potential for 8-player minigames this time could mean we could see some beloved classics from Mario Party 7 even making a comeback. But that's enough from me though. I'd love to hear from you on your thoughts on the possibility of Jamboree bringing back some returning minigames. If you think any should return, please share with me which ones you think are coming back and why. Plus, do you buy into any of the Top 100 theories? Regardless, all the minigames showed off so far look absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait to play them. If you did enjoy this video though, I strongly suggest you check out my other Jamboree videos, including a character prediction, a board prediction, a trailer analysis, or even just my thoughts on the Direct and Jamboree as a whole. I have a lot more content planned for Jamboree, and the support of just simply liking, leaving a comment, and subscribing really helps out a lot. And if you want to chat with me personally and other Mario Party fans and Nintendo fans, be sure to jump into the Swift Cafe Discord. You can find your invitation in the pinned comment in the description below, along with my Twitter handle. But until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!